What's happening, everybody? I forgot to turn my bright light on, but we don't need it. We're good.
It's all good. So far, I think we're good, right? Mic check, right?
Test 1 2. It is working.
Man, I don't want another episode of last night, man. That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, I checked it out. I could hear that sound, but I just drowned it out.
Now?
No. Yesterday, or when I rewatched, I could hear it, and I was like, "It's not that bad."
Yeah, but I don't know what it was. That's why I did the test a little bit when I did it at 3:30 my time or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was just feeling so bad. I was like, man, I got to do something.
I found these to. Let's see. You know what those are?
Those buzzards?
Yep, a pair of them.
Really?
Yeah. If there's anything that can compare what I think a pterodactyl would sound to, it's those guys.
Yeah.
They're on my neighbor's fence just hanging out today.
All right. I mean, there's got to be something dead over there or something.
They can smell it like miles away.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Ow. Well, let's hit some chat real quick.
Yeah.
My thing's all jacked up. I know there's more than 3 people in the chat. On my side, it just says 3. And it'll do this. It'll hop up there. It went 5. And as soon as I say cars, wrenches, up 2. There's Susan. Jimmy's wearing your shirt.
Yes.
Cajun, what's going on? Johnny. There's my wife. She just got home from work. Now she's going to start, I think, prepping the last batch to catch up.
Oh, bread?
Yeah.
Nice.
Everybody's saying hi. It's Dave the Jet.
Hey, Dave. What's up, man? Hello, Mr. Johnny.
I'm tired. I am going to lie. I thought that said the goat. I glanced and went, wait a minute. Go back and look. Queen of the Hearts. Welcome.
Yeah. How you doing?
Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Some more highs going around. Every time I click one, another one comes up. I'm like, no, I'm going to stay on top of it tonight.
Yeah, right? No, it's all good, man. Just let her roll.
So yeah, we had the buzzards, and then you know what those are. Oh boy.
Ooh, peppers.
Look at there, they focused. Yep.
Looks hot. That looks hot.
They are. I accidentally got some of that on my face earlier yesterday, and it burned, dude. It was from me washing my hands after flipping them over in the oven. I washed my hands, but the water was standing in the bottom. And then I tossed something in there, forgot there was water, and it splashed up and got me in the face. And that was rough.
So what peppers are those? Are those?
Those are Ghost.
Those are Ghost? Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say that, but I didn't know if he was going back to Ghost or not.
And we're just going to like triple how many go in them. Hey.
And Anna's taking this one on, right?
She said she's taking this one on. Yep.
Okay. And you're making them, right?
She's going to make the normal bread batter, but right. I'm adding the goodness.
Okay.
I'm bringing the heat.
So it's going to be persistent.
Yeah, and I'm putting a bunch more of those little peppers in it too. So it's not just after you get past the head and you're like, oh my God, it's so hot. And then it kind of just numbs your mouth out. No, you're going to have those things through the whole bear.
She's challenged. Yeah, there it is. And it still won't be hot.
Kim, I know you want one of those added in too, don't you?
Yeah, her face was like mine, like, uh-oh, I know what that is.
Yep.
So how many bears will that do you think, those peppers?
Well, last time it was 3 bears per, and I think she got 5 pets. She found those at her work.
Really?
Yeah. So she's like, I'm just going to buy all of them. So picked them all up, and then I dried them. I read how to do it to dry them in the oven. So last time it was 3 per bear. So I'm thinking if we do between 6 and 8 per bear with the other chilies in it, it should be interesting.
Perfect.
Oh, Susan must have just hopped back in. He's wearing your shirt, Susan.
Yeah.
In case you didn't see it earlier. Yeah, so they're going to be they will be interesting.
Yeah, she's probably watching the race though, because it's going on right now.
I didn't even know they had them in the wintertime like that.
NASCAR?
Huh?
NASCAR? Yeah, they're doing a new track today in the LA Coliseum.
Dang.
And I think Daytona's 2 weeks, or is it next week?
See, I figured
that's
might be too cold. I did see the I don't know, I'm plugging another channel here. Donut had the up to speed or whatever, bumper to bumper on the new NASCAR setup. So now I'm curious to go and find out how things used to be, like the history of it. So I'll probably be my playlist for tomorrow while I'm getting stuff done is more bumper to bumper, and nobody's fallen off. Maybe everyone has become numb to the car talk.
Well, if we're going to that body style was like the best ever NASCAR ever built, because this was the last of the solid steel car, you know.
Yeah.
So not just because that's Dell Senior, but that car, that body, you know, that's my favorite years of the NASCARs. But I mean, they're cool. I'll be there in April, so at Talladega. So
Dang.
Yeah, so that Sunday I'll be going live in a hotel. What's up, guys? What'd you say, Gary? What?
I can't. I know that you both know. To be honest with you, don't leave, Susan.
Yeah.
I don't watch NASCAR. I don't watch anything anymore. But growing up, I never watched NASCAR. I watched. She wants those shirts. I watched more like the rally races with Colin McRae and stuff like that growing up.
Yeah. Well, this was a gift. I can't give this away. And I told you the price on that shirt, Susan. We already disclosed that.
And it looks like, Kim, I need to know if you're down, Kim. I need to know. The peppers are freshly dried, and I know she'll have a little bit of banana goodness left over if you're serious, it will fit in your package.
Yeah, because I seen that bear next to a full-size loaf of banana bread, and it was scary looking.
Oh, hey, I'm fired.
Nah.
Man, I'm fired. I'll bring in the new co-host.
Perfect. Next up. Oh.
There it is. It's gonna be look, banana or the bear. John, how are you?
Hey, John, what's up, man?
Good out there. Hopefully you're staying warm. Ish.
Right.
Yeah, I found those snowshoes. Those were for you. Those were going to be for you.
Dude, I could have used those, man. Yeah, I could have used those things, man.
I thought about grabbing them. I actually got excited when I saw them. I was like, man, $25. They got to be worth more than that. And I looked at them. I was like, that's all they're worth. Like that's it. It was 25. And I was like, no, I'm good. But I
At
got
first,
those weird roller skate things. I don't even know what they're called.
okay, so those were snowshoes. I thought that was like some sort of sled. That's what they look like for the
No,
picture. I was like, man, that's a pretty good buy for $25 for a sled.
no, it was a pair of snowshoes. This old lady had them, and she wore them a couple times, and she had knee replacements, and she couldn't use them anymore.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. And that was that at one of the that was at one of those garage sales, right?
Yeah. So this lady, she was selling everything at her house. She'd retired, and she was moving wherever she was going. She's like, I don't need any of this stuff anymore. So
Okay.
it's all got to go. And it was priced cheap. And then, like, everybody was having a good time. This guy comes in and just like pushes through us, pushes through some other people, and went and found her. And he's like, where's the deals at? And he was serious. And she's like, well, everything is priced really cheap. And he goes, no, it's not. And he just left, pushed back through everybody. And like, really, dude? Like, I just picked up a $700 set of rollerblades for $40.
Right. I mean,
I don't know how things aren't priced good.
oh, he just wanted stuff for nothing, you know. And
Yeah, and she had a couple. I'm gonna call them, I guess, overlanders that her son built. They were like the little mini buses, like the city little short buses, but they had the full solar panels, the battery packs, the whole works. But I don't know if those were for sale or not. I just was like, hey, that's what we need to go yard sale with. I'm not sure what's going on with that chat. Something about big hunks, and then I don't even believe that. So, and we got Ice Cube on NASCAR, like ice cubes, like hanging off of them, or I think they call those icicles, Susan. I know what you mean.
it's like, I hope you know who Ice Cube is. What?
There's a sub shop up in Phoenix, and on their like drink machines. So on the ice dispenser, it has a picture of them, and
Mm-hmm.
on the tea, it has a picture of iced tea. It's comical.
That dude, that is funny. So, are you still planning on sending a bear to Alabama?
Sending a bear to Bama?
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say who it was going to. I was just saying the state.
Oh no, he's getting one because he asked me if he could buy one a long
oh,
time ago. I was like, no, man, I'll just send it.
it's the challenge, man.
So he's gonna be challenged. That'll be awesome too because I'm working something out. I'm changing Tuesdays around.
Right.
So instead of just being me trying to figure out what to talk about, um, anyway, now I see that. Instead of me burning through my Tuesday hour show in like 20 minutes and not knowing what to talk about, I was like, I'm just gonna have people come on and just different people and talk about whatever they want to talk about. So I'm trying to work out a day with them
That'll work out.
that works for them.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had to cancel a big sale today. I about cried. I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, seriously? The dude, yeah, the dude had buyer's remorse. You know, I sold that. Well, I had that spotlight on eBay for $125, right?
Yeah.
And best offer. It was like whatever. I was like, and he sent me an offer right away for $100. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. plus shipping, right? And today was like the 4th day, so I kind of sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, man, are you still interested in this? So I can, because I would have had to go to my store and lock and grab my swimming noodle and stuff, so I could pack it pretty good."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I really don't got the money, so can you please cancel it?" I was like, "Then why did you send me an offer, man?" But
people.
so I went ahead and still filed the open claim that, and then eBay just relisted it. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Come on, man."
I need to look. I had a couple do that, and I bet they're still on there. We haven't even been doing the eBay thing hardly at all.
Yeah.
But I had two. I accepted offers and they never paid. And I think we're going like 2 weeks, and I finally sent them a reminder. I was like, I'll just do a reminder. Maybe they forgot because I forgot. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go after this and and they weren't expensive things either. It was like a $9 skirt and something else. But still, it's like, come on.
Still adds up though. I mean, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are always my favorite. Generally it's the vice versa, the big price items sell, and then if you sell like 5 small items, they're the ones that are sitting waiting for money. It's like,
yep.
Or I hate it. Like I sold that plush for a lot of money, right? So, you're on pins and needles, and then you find out it's going overseas. You're like, oh, this is so bad. And then as soon as it delivers, you get that message. Like first I got it that it delivered like 2.5 weeks early. I was like, man, that's awesome, And then followed behind it, I get a message. I was like, oh no. You're always afraid to read that message, right? But then it was a good one. They thanked me for packing it nice and all that stuff. So
Dang.
I was like,
so go ahead.
I was like, that means they didn't open it up in customs.
Yeah. So when you do your overseas like that through eBay, are you just using their eBay program to do it, or do you do it?
Okay. Yeah, the eBay global standard shipping, because I don't know about you, but for us it goes to Kentucky.
Yep, Erlanger. Every time I get an Erlanger, I know.
Okay, yeah, and then from there, it goes on. So
yeah,
and then I think as soon as it clears to be put in the wherever they put it, probably a container or something, or wherever it goes, that's when you get charged for the shipping.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, what's this extra charge? What is this? But then I'm like, oh crap. But yeah, but it's a neat program, but I just don't know. I don't know how much they're paying to get that thing shipped over to them,
Yeah. Like I've heard it costs a lot more for them to use that program than to go and have us do it separately. But that's up to them if they want it that bad.
Yeah, because we're just paying for, well, that stuffed animal's a first class shipping label, so it just went on to them, But
yeah, at least it was light. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was like it was about 11 ounces, maybe. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was 11 ounces because I put it in a box. Because generally I don't put plush in a box, but I was like, well, this is a lot of money. It's going overseas. Yeah, I better pack this thing pretty well. So,
dang. So, what's the craziest thing you've sent over, money wise or size or whatever? The craziest thing somewhere overseas.
oh yeah, so like the dollar amount's not a lot. It was just it's a crazy item. I sent a cuckoo clock over to Germany. Dude, that thing was crazy. And
Dang.
yeah, so that, you can't put in a box. So I had to get OSB and I built a crate for it, just because I was like, man, this thing's gonna get kicked around and everything, but it made it. I think it was like maybe a $60 item, but yeah, that's the craziest thing I've ever sent overseas is a cuckoo clock about, probably about the same size as that frame.
Damn. I would have been nervous. I'm like, please. I would have been like,
Yeah.
packing the little cuckoo clock, the bird hole with stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. So this wasn't like, yeah, this was the one that had the glass door on it and everything. I was like, oh, this is so bad. Why did I choose that? But then, yeah, the biggest dollar amount was that stuffed animal, $200. But I've sold squishmallows over there too. So, but those don't really bother me. It's just that one kind of did. I don't know why. It's just because I think we went back and forth like along, with messages and stuff. I was like, you just get a weird feeling, you're like, man, this is something's going to be wrong. So then I did, and then my last message to her before she messaged me back was, obviously I thanked her, but I was like, hey, there's a chance they're going to open this thing up in custom. So I said, I'm going to send you pictures of how I pack it, like how it looks before I seal the box. So, they tampered with it,
Right.
And she's like, I understand it. She's like, I buy stuff from the United States all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm just supported you, man. This is a lot of money, man.
Dang.
So, but yeah, that grandfather clock was pretty weird. I mean, I don't like glass items anyways, but that one, because you can't use, you got to use certain type of wood and all that kind of stuff because of the customs and stuff.
Dang.
Johnny's got something right there.
Let's see. Send a reminder or an invoice to buy on eBay from not paying, not cancel for 7 days. Well, that sucks. It's a couple more days. There was whatever it was. I know there were slow moving items. I think it was a hat, an Arctic cat hat, and I know it was a skirt. So I'll just let it set, and by the time that I remember to check it, I'm sure it will be well over there because I think we're 3 or 4 days in now at least. But that is good to know because I didn't know that.
Yeah. I never send invoices just for that reason.
Damn.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because if not, that 4 days goes away. It extends them out.
Dang. Well, I know now.
Yeah, because I didn't know that because I think I asked Johnny back there. I was like, once, because I was like, yeah, man. If I would have just left it alone, it'd have been fine. But it was like the 4th day. Then I was like, well, what's this send invoice? And Johnny's like, well, hopefully you extended out their thing. And I was like, really? Yeah, he wasn't lying. I was like, dang it.
Dang.
But luckily, it probably went 5 more days and then they paid. So I don't know what they were doing. So I extended out the eBay layaway program for them.
Right.
So luckily they paid. But yeah, the people today know. I made sure they said they were canceling it, so I didn't get the hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that part I knew. That part I know to do. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I did an Apple computer to Tokyo.
Really?
It was in the original airline travel case and everything when I sent it out. But everything was there, and he had me send it to Portland, Oregon, and then he was going to take care of it from there. And I was like, I don't know about all this, and I let it roll.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey man, I got it. It came in. Everything's still good. So he had someone in Oregon that was doing the paperwork to send it over for him.
I wonder if he had a container.
Maybe. There's no telling.
Yeah, I had something weird like that. I shipped that's when I had my. What do we have? Forget what it was. I know it's car related, so everybody stay here because it's reselling too.
We went up one number.
No, though, right? Yeah, I think it was like a MG midget rear end or something. We were sending overseas, and they had us ship it to California because the dude had a container over there. And I was like, hey, just give me an address, man. Do whatever. Once it delivers, hey, it's on you.
Yep, that's it.
So yeah, instead of costing, I forget what it was going to cost him to get it over there. And he was like, "Woo, could you send it to California?" I was like, "You got to change your address wherever it needs to go." And then it ended up costing him maybe $70 to get it to him because it was still able to go UPS because you know how big the rear end was. It wasn't that big. So
yeah,
I was like, from there, it's on you, man.
Dang.
So
yeah, you never know. I shipped a transmission like that when I lived in the Midwest, and they were like, "Just put it in a storage tub. That's how we do it." I was like, "All right." So I threw it in not even a heavy duty, like a Walmart one. I put it in there with nothing inside. They said, "Don't put anything in it. Just make sure it's drained," and then duct tape the lid on. I was like, "All right, let's do it." So that's how it got shipped.
how far did it go?
It went from Arkansas to I think Ohio.
Okay. Makes sense with duct tape. That's the number one fix in Ohio's duct tape.
I prefer the zip tie method, but
right. Well, it's either Ohio or Kentucky. We're both the same with duct tape. Yeah, so well, so what was your coolest find besides? Well, you go ahead and say it. I know what you got, but what do you think your coolest find was garage selling yesterday?
The the picture of the car I sent you. What kind of VW is that? Because I can't think of it. I just call it a wagon. I know it's not a wagon. It is, but it's not.
It's either I know it's not a fastback, notchback. It's a notchback.
Notchback. Okay, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to be wrong. I didn't want to be wrong to the VW guy and him to be like, Dodge people.
Yeah.
that yard sale was the coolest. And we picked up a Nintendo there. So I asked because they didn't have anything out with some like kids stuff, and we're trying to get home, and it was like 2 p.m. And I was like, "You guys have any video game stuff?" And she goes, "You're not getting my Sega." And my mom was like, "Ding, we're on to something now." I was like, well, "No, it doesn't have to be. You can keep the Sega. What else you got?" And she's like, "Well, we gotta. I think it's our original Nintendo. It takes the big cartridges, like they're really big." I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like a regular Nintendo." And she's like, "I'll be right back." She brought this crate out. I still haven't even got to go through the crate. There's a lot of stuff in it. She's like, "How much? What would you give us for?" I was like, "What do you want for it?" She's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Would you do $40 for it?" Like, I didn't see a power cord. Some stuff was it was a random box with a Nintendo, some Nintendo games. I saw a Super game in there and was like, "All right, we're on to something." Yeah. So I was like, $40. She's like, "It's yours. Take it." So I zelled her the money, and as I was putting it in, I saw Ocarina of Time for 64 sitting in the side of the crate, but I haven't looked through the rest to see what's there. I guess about a dozen games and a Nintendo. So
Gary's like, "Hello, whatnot?"
I was like, "Here we go. I'm going to rebuild the Nintendo. It's going to go on there." I'm sitting here looking. I probably have a pin set somewhere. If I'm not, I might be out. That sucks. I think I'm out.
Yeah, I think you only had 2. Yeah, I think you only bought the 2.
Yeah, I think I had the 2, and then looking here, I'm pretty sure I'm tapped out of them. I'm looking through my repair drawer, and what happens is I look for.
Oh, is that Airwolf?
Huh?
Is that Airwolf?
Yep, Airwolf. Tetris. Okay. This is in my repair drawer. Donkey Kong VHS promo tape.
Is it sealed?
No,
Oh,
no, it's seen better days.
But still cool.
So I'm looking for that. There's stacks of games. Yeah, I don't see it in here. There's no telling. I think now it's gonna drive me nuts. After I get off here, I'm gonna be looking. I think I've got it still.
Oh
yeah, I'm gonna put it on. I'll put it on live and actually play it during the things. They can see me playing whatever on it. Probably Battletoads.
I was gonna say you gotta. I was about to say that. I was like, you gotta bring out Battletoads, man. You got to. And just tell
one of the copies is here somewhere close by.
Have you sold the other Battletoads?
No way.
What would you think those two both would bring together?
I don't know. Hold on. You mean the Nintendo Power and the loose cart, or the sealed in box, or not sealed but complete?
No, not your complete, because that's yours. No, I meant like the. Don't you have one? Just you got an extra one, right?
Yeah, the loose cart's just the one that I'll use to play. The other one, though, it'll stay boxed.
Because those dudes are gonna be like, well, how much with the game that's already in it? What would be your approach? Be like, hey, if you get it up to 175, 200, the game comes with it or something.
I'd probably do something like that. Yeah.
Okay. I did. Yeah. So because, like I said, man, you're about to put that thing on for a minute, man, just to let it go.
Yep.
And that would, you're gonna have to put the higher reserve on it, just so you know. I would not start that thing at $1.
With a minute, can you imagine the button mashing? I don't know. If I do a minute, I started at $1, because I've done that. I've hopped in. I'll just watch everybody, and I'll go to hit it, and it's already at like $8, and you're like, wait a minute, it started at $1, because everybody is ready to hit that first bid.
Yeah.
So somebody's getting it in the end, So I don't know. Maybe I might have to start at $1 and just see, like, all right, guys, here you want to see how we're doing dollar day today. Let's do this.
Yeah, because
I'm saying, tell them
when they bring a shirt out like this, they'll start the auction at like $30 because they know it's going to get there. But it just makes them feel better about themselves because
knowing that they're not completely out.
Yeah, because I'm not lying. I wish Whatnot auctions were like we could go back and watch them, because I know you guys want to see how you guys are looking at afterwards. But yeah, they started this shirt off at $1, and I won it for. It ended at $17, but I already had the $1 shipping and the tax, so I was probably in for it for $19. And this shirt is crazy what it retails for.
Dang.
I was ecstatic. The guy was so mad. He's like, all right, well, if that's what we're going to do with vintage t-shirts today, we're done with the auction. Click. I was like, he's so not mailing my shirt, man.
Wow. And it still showed up, though.
It did, because if you don't send it and you cancel the sell, you get a hit. I didn't realize that's part of your rating, too. So if you didn't like that WWF game I bought off of you, right? If you didn't like that price and you canceled it on me, your rating's going down because of that.
Wow.
And Whatnot sends you a warning. Because one dude on Insta, somebody that was in there, they saw me and they're like, hey, do you have IG? Darke? I was like, yeah. Well, that dude didn't send me a message. He's like, hey, that senior shirt you just bought? He said, this guy has a history of canceling. I'm like, well, okay. As long as I get my money back, I don't care.
Wow.
But then I got the email it shipped because I bought 2 shirts off of him. So, yeah, I was waiting on more shirts like this to go. I'm like, man, I could be buying 150 to 175 t-shirts all day for $17, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I go in because I mean, this guy is a good seller. I mean, he washes all his shirts before they come. So when you open that box, dude, they just smell good and everything. We call that, you pull it out of the box, you just dust it off and you hang it and, take the picture and sell it. Well, I put it on and I took it, and the Jen's like, you're not selling that shirt, are you? I was like, I don't know. She's like, you're not selling the shirt. I was like, probably not. I mean, if somebody would, I'm not joking, if somebody would offer me $200 for it, I'd be like, yeah, it's gone. I mean, regardless, But, so there is stills that you can get on Whatnot, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I think Yeah, Kim was in that auction because I ended up, I, I scored on 2 shirts. I got a McDonald's shirt first, and he was mad about that. And then when that shirt sold, he's like, "Okay, I'm done." I'm like, "Well, dummy, you're the one that started it for $1. You know, if you wanted more for it, you should have started it at 50. I mean, regardless of the situation, I would have still paid $50 for it because you're gonna pocket $100. I mean,
Right.
I mean, so when you was leading up to sell video games on there, I know you was probably going on and seeing how they were auctioning them so you could get your idea of your backdrop. But did any of them auction systems or anything that you've seen, or has it just been games?
I honestly, dude, I had not been on OfferUp until I applied, and even after that, when I was like, "Oh, I've got to do an auction on there," then I went and watched people. I hadn't even been on it at all, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I have heard that people are doing consoles on there, auctioning consoles too.
Yeah, I seen only one I seen was somebody did a Nintendo 64, so and it did pretty good. So a bone stock. No, it was not a bone. It was the gold 64. It did pretty good. It brought 225, which I'm assuming that's pretty good for a 64. But
yeah,
I don't mess around with video games. But I was like, okay, there it is. Yeah,
right there.
Okay, I was gonna say. So yeah, because she's selling games on there too. So you shouldn't have no problem with that Nintendo, especially if you're going to play it on there and you're rebuilding it. Plus, you're getting your own followers now on there, which is great. I'm starting to see the same people. Oh yeah, Gary knows.
Yeah, I don't know if you were there for that part of that auction. I think it was the last one that I did. I think you were, because then I had to do the second part with the last like 3 items or whatever. But when they figured out that I was doing YouTube right there, I was streaming them buying stuff. A couple of them hopped over and made comments, and then another guy was like freaked out. Like you could tell he freaked out in the chat that it was on both. And I did a sports game that was worth like maybe $8, and it went for over 30 because of I think in the moment of like, oh my god, this he does YouTube and he's and then it just went through the roof. And then after that, the game prices seemed to go up higher than expected. But I was like, one guy was like, "Wow, you guys know you paid like 3 times the value of that." They didn't care. They were just like, "We're on YouTube." Like,
yeah, that was cool because you've seen both ends of it. That's why I was jumping back so John didn't feel lonely. So I was saying hi to him and stuff and talking and then go. But I had Whatnot on my computer too, so
yeah.
And then I had yeah, that's right. I had Whatnot on my computer and I had your live on my phone, which it was weird. I had them vice versa. It was kind of stupid. Because when you did the giveaways, I couldn't go on because I was on my computer doing it.
And John stayed the whole time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was awesome, dude. So it was like watching a sporting event.
Yeah. But if he would have been watching it on Whatnot as well, seeing, at one point, I think you had, almost 60 people in there? Like 55, 60?
I think so.
Yeah, so I was like, all right. Yeah, I didn't even think about, yeah, he's right. I was plugged into my other computer where I could have had them on both screens.
Right? Yeah. I got to figure out this gaming computer has some weird plugs on the back for the monitors. So I've got to get it figured out and adapt another monitor. So it's easier for me because when I do this, it looks like you and me side by side. And I'm trying to watch both chats. And then when I pile the games, I can't see the YouTube hardly at all without like looking around. So I want to do like an over-under on the wall right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like I said, I know people's done the videos like behind the scenes and whatnot, but I was like, nobody's done live. That was cool.
Yeah.
You got a question down there?
That is correct. She will be there.
She pumped up for that?
Because the thumbnail is up. I got something. I accomplished something.
Gary's busy schedule. He's like, I did it.
I got one done. I got to do all mine, but I got one done. I'm on YouTube, and you can have 2 monitors.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it. I was too busy watching those bids go, man. Yeah, it was weird because I just won that after the dude said he was part of that one game. What game was that? That he was the head something of something.
Oh man, Incredibles,
yeah. So I ended up winning that one like pretty cheap. It was actually pretty cheap for what I got it for. But then the second copy, it blew up out of the water. I'm like, guys, what is going on?
And it was incomplete. I think you got the complete one.
Mine was the complete one, and I got it for like $10.
Yeah, I sold 3 of those that night.
I was like, good for Gary. I know in the back of Gary's mind, he's laughing at him like, what is going on there?
Actually, so when it's going, because I'm watching it on my phone because of the lag difference, when I do the auction on my screen, it shows like 0 seconds the whole time on my computer. So I watch on there, but I don't even see what's going on. Randomly, I'll go back in a second window and see if any of them the payment didn't work, and then I'll tell them, hey, try to update your stuff. But I can't see it on my phone. I can't see very good, so I'm just rolling through them. I think it's done. Yep, I think it's done, and then I'll do the next one.
So, have you had anybody not being able to get their payment processed, and you've had to bring it back?
I had one, and I haven't brought it back yet. I told him, give me a couple auctions, and I'll bring it back out in case he was still interested. Because, like, I finally won my first one. I won I won a Dodge Rampage Hot Wheel, and then something was wrong with the address was wrong because it was going to go to the street, and we don't have street drop off here, so it would have got sent back in Phoenix. So I had to cancel and explain. I explained it to him. Hey, here's what's going on. Let me update it. So I took care of that. So technically, my first buy was the guy that went in there and bought a game and said, "Do it as a giveaway, sponsored by me."
Okay.
And I was like, all right. So I went later and watched his, and I did a bid, ended up winning it. He has no cases for his games. They're disc only. So I'm kind of scared to see how it comes. He has tubs and tubs of disc only games, and you pick what system you want it for. And for every $10, you get one pull from wherever. And I got like something Power Rangers or Animorphs for PS1. He had GameCube discs, and I was like, I'm done with GameCube. That's why I'm selling it all. I was like, I'll let someone else have it. And then the next pull after mine, someone pulled a Mario Sunshine for $10.
That's a steal.
No.
Yeah, that's a steal. Yeah, disc only, that game's a steal, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably like, I probably have that box somewhere.
Actually, the one that I won, I think it was Animorphs. I have the box for that, a rental box. So it's been opened once. It's all there. I never had a disc, and now I'll have it complete. Okay. Yeah, the guy that helped with the settings to do the giveaways.
That was cool because that was awesome with them actually helping you. That was cool.
Yeah.
Is that a nervous laugh?
Maybe it's because of the heat, the fumes coming off that bread. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, man. No, it was cool because I know you were like, I'm doing something wrong. I could tell you was getting frustrated because you're like, they're donating it back. I want to do this right. And the guy's like,
yeah.
And then they just started walking you through it. It was cool.
It was kind of a pain because even if you go on there, you can go auction, buy it now, or giveaway. If you go and click giveaway and then, like I did, giveaway and fill it all out, it still puts it back into auction.
Really?
You have to hit giveaway, fill it out, and then hit giveaway again. and then start it.
Gotcha.
So it's just a glitch in their app. Because I did it like 3 times. Like, I'm about over this. Like, it's gonna get shitty. You can deal with it.
Yeah, you could just give it away on your channel.
Yeah.
I know. Then that one dude dropping $35 on that one game, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm feeling like I would have given one away too." I'm like, "What?"
I'm trying to think what it was. Bomberman, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good. That was a good game.
He wanted that game so bad, and then when he saw somebody do a giveaway, he was like, "I'll give it away too." And I'm like,
"Well, because
I guess okay."
Again, that's
the hype thing.
The guy that did the giveaway was like our version of Cincinnati Picker. He's that big on whatnot. So he's like, "Oh man, if he's giving away, I would have."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my head, I was like, "Okay, dude, I'm the dude that ran you up. So what's going on?" Because I wanted that game too. I was like, "Man, that's a good game to resell."
That would have been hilarious if you would have won it. Like,
thanks, man. No, but no, I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy wanted it, man, because he kept bidding me up $5 every time.
Yeah.
Like I do that annoying $1 just to drive him nuts. So, man, he was bidding me up $5. I'm like, all right, Gary, I'm gonna help you.
Right.
And then he stopped for a second. I was like, oh no. And then he bid it again. I was like, all right, I'm not bidding no more, man. I'm done. But yeah. When Kim and I came in at once with a bid, I was like, ooh. I was like, all right, I'm going to back off because she wants that game. So that's why. I was like, but yeah, it was. I mean, even if I would have won it for what it went for, it was still money to be made,
Yeah.
Regardless. Because the case alone, like you said, the case still resells pretty well.
Yeah. And some of those had the Blockbuster cases, the Hollywood video cases.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was weird because that was the same dude that's like, oh yeah, I'm doing a Hollywood rental collection. Then you just give it away. Like,
yeah, I'm like, why'd you do that, dude? Why? Like, it was, you even had the sticker on the disc still. All right, if that's what you want.
Buy another game and then give it away. Why would you do that?
Get like a $6 game and give it away. But hey, and that was the only game he bought that night.
Really?
Yep. So he paid for that game. He paid the shipping on that game. I sent him an empty DVD case and then gave it to somebody else.
The only thing weird I've ever done was I traded a shirt with somebody. Because you know when you're going on there, you read the chat, you can tell what people want when they offer it, right? And I wanted this one shirt, and this was going to be personal, so I was like, So I let it go, and it sold for like $11. I had it at 10. It went for 11, right? And the guy like kind of gloated about it, like, "Oh, this shirt's awesome." And then it was like 5 shirts later, this guy wanted the shirt, right? So I'm like, all right, man. Well, something happened to his, where you get stuck and you got to come back in.
Yep.
Well, I won the shirt that he wanted for $3. He's like, "Who won that last shirt?" I said, "I did." So there's another auction going on, and the guy's like that's doing the auction's like, "Hey guys, we'll get it straightened out. What's up?" And then he's like, "I wanted that shirt, and apparently he wanted the other shirt. We need to do a trade." I was like, "Well, I want to see this other shirt again." And then I see it. I was like, "Yeah, let's trade." But so I ended up getting the shirt that he paid more for $3 because he just swapped shirts. So it worked out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You're just going to have to tune in tomorrow and find out. I'm just saying. I'm joking.
That's it.
I'm joking. This is our time slot.
We didn't pay for this.
No. Yeah. So.
Wednesday, I'm going to do another one.
Whatnot?
I'm going to do a whatnot, but I'm also going to go ahead and with my ghetto rig setup here, I'll just move the cam over, because why not? If I'm already on there doing the live, then why not go ahead and live stream it too, in case somebody wants to just watch and see how it's done, or maybe can learn from it, or
Yeah.
you know.
And this is the one you're going to have the Nintendo in?
Time wise, we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be pretty tight. If you could find the pin system, right?
If I can't find the pin system, then it's going to set for another auction.
Yeah.
But all the other games, like I know Street Fighter 2 was in there.
Oh, there you go.
Ocarina of Time was in there. Those will all go that night. Anything not Nintendo related, I'm trying to do it because people will be like, I'll bring like 25 Xbox games and 20 PS2 and then a couple of random other things. And I try to break up the big chunk of Xbox by throwing something in between of all of it. Same with whatever I'm bringing. But the last ones, it didn't seem to matter. It was, hey, they're all GameCube guys. So if you see one, go back and look and see what I've got. If you see one in the list, let me know. I'll pull it out if you're just here for that and get you out.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, you get those people that do collect. So they're like, hey, you got this game. You're like, yeah, dude, that's the game I'm collecting. Why would I bring that on there, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
Or the green Xbox. Every time. And I did have a guy, and he's in Phoenix, and he added me on Instagram and then reached out. He's like, 700 cash for your Xbox.
Dude,
I thought about it. I'm gonna lie. I thought about it. I was like, no, it's staying. No. Speaking of whatnot, they're still something's not it's not me on my end as far as the shipping thing for whatnot, but I'm still right now getting payments coming through. But I know that like Kim's poster that she got, it went out because I know how I packed it. I know I only had one of those envelopes. It went because I'll be honest, if it's any of the YouTube people that are on Whatnot getting their stuff from Whatnot, I pack theirs first. Like yours, you'll see when you get it, you should do an unboxing of that thing because it's like it could be right there with Noah's Ark and it wouldn't get wet. So I'm just saying. But I know I packed it nicely. It went out with the rest of them, and it's still on my side showing that it didn't ship. And then there's other ones within there too that's saying that they're still waiting to get picked up by the post office. It's like that's impossible. And you were saying that you've had things where they're just like loading them up and like we'll scan when we can. It's like you guys got to scan this stuff.
Yeah, because I called him Saturday. I was like, hey man, I said I'm missing. I said I got 12 tracking numbers that I need scanned in. Where they at? I was like, because I have proof they were picked up. So if you try to tell me I didn't send this stuff, just let me give you the footage, right?
Yeah.
But then they're like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we've got hundreds of packages. I'm like, seriously, you need to scan these right now.
Yeah, because it doesn't come back to them; it comes back on us.
Yeah.
And I know we've had like the bread loaf that went to Hawaii for like a week and a half. It's like, why? It wasn't me. It did go out, but it's set over there. I've had them go to Seattle and set for a week and then come back to Colorado. I'm like, Colorado's above us. That should have been an easy ship.
And I get why they sat, because we just went through a winter storm, so that's why they were sitting, which was smart because generally they take them to Cincinnati and then Cincinnati will just lose them. Just the way it is. I cringe when I see that my packages are sitting in Cincinnati for 3 days. I'm like, oh, this is so bad.
Dang.
But yeah. But when I didn't even, all I had on there was that I generated the label. I was like, okay, they must still be at my post office.
Right.
So then you're like, hey, because eBay's emailing me asking why my packages are late. So then I have to get on customer service, have to talk to somebody and tell them, hey, I mailed them out. They're just held up at the post office.
Yeah. And do they ever work with you on that, on taking the marks off on your side, or are you just stuck with it?
No, well, I get the warning first.
Yeah.
Stating that it's very hit. And then once I call them, they understand, because Yeah, I don't know how they know, but because even if we're getting a winter storm, you know, I can't put that paper on top of them because this is going to get wet. So,
Yep.
but anyways, at least they're safe. I mean, I know they're holding them, but like I said, I got all the notifications today that they were moving, so it worked out. Hey, Michelle, how's it going?
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
So yeah, so it's and then like last night, man, I'm on that live and I didn't realize we had isolated the power or out there on the cable lines, and that's what nailed it, man. I had to do the last of that live on my phone, man. I was like, this is so embarrassing.
Dang. And was that causing the feedback then too? You think?
No, I think it's because I had it too close to my speakers.
Oh, okay.
Because this is this does have like a little tripod that it can sit on.
Gotcha.
And I think when I started having problems, I bumped the microphone and it spun. So I think when it spun, it was sitting directly on my speaker.
Gotcha.
So then it was weird after I unplugged it and I started talking normal. It was just like it was all downhill from there, man.
Oh man.
Ed and Adam was sounding like robots. I was like, I think it's the question because I know at one point like they came back. You know how when it does that and they come back. They're like looking at me like, "What question did you just answer?" I was like, "I don't know, man." And then I'm like literally sending him I was trying to send him a text message and then my screen just went white and it said not able to connect. I was like, "Oh no, what is going on, man?" It was just so bad.
Dang. Yeah, and we have satellite, but when we have the dust storms come through, same thing, and you don't ever know when one's going to come by.
Yeah, so we used to have that satellite stuff. Same thing. Winter comes, no. Rain comes, no. It was like, geez, go away.
Yeah.
So, this was the first time this ever happened, but it happens to everybody. So it was just kind of. I was just kind of like, well, this is the last time I'm on that channel. Thanks.
Yeah, because I think out here all we can get is wired 3 meg. I was gonna say here's how not backwoods, but here's how small town I guess you'd call it that we are. They just when they come out and run the cable, the little boxes are sticking out of the ground, and they just run it across the top of the dirt, and then we've got cottontails everywhere, like hundreds of them, and they go over there and chew on the line, and then you have no internet. So, and that costs the same price for that 3 meg as the 100 meg satellite. So I'm like, let's get the satellite.
Yeah. Do you ever have to go out and adjust it?
No, we're actually like 2 blocks away from the main tower. They've got it out on top of a church, and we're the only house that has a direct shot straight to it. Everyone else has a cactus or something in the way.
Yeah, there used to be when we used to the house that we did have the satellite on. It was weird. They'd be like, "Well, we could tell you where to point it if it's not where it's at." So they actually had a line where it was supposed to be set. You know, I was like, "So you're gonna pay somebody? I have to pay somebody $65 just to come over and move a satellite when I can do that myself, and and just take the wrench and tighten it up."
Exactly.
It's like, no, I got it. But it was just a pain, man. So
trying to get that set for Michelle's asking what time that show was tomorrow. I can hear her in there like tapping. I can hear the mixer going. So I don't think she caught that. So I was fixing it. Yeah, it was right before you came in. So it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern.
is that 4 o'clock your time, or is it 5 o'clock your time?
5 our time.
5 your time. Okay.
Only for half the year.
Right.
And then it's still 5 my time, but then we're on that Pacific coast. It's before we did YouTube, none of this mattered. Like, but now it's not a matter of keeping track of people in our time zone. We have to keep track of the rest of the country because you guys move and we don't. It's way more confusing than
Well,
it should be.
there's a lot of Eastern time people who do lives. That's what's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so which is easier for me because you know I'm already on this time.
Yeah.
It's just well, that's why I did my Friday night pop up too because you know I'm normally in bed at before 10, so I was like, so Friday I was like I just got done watching a movie, I was listening, and then that movie got over with, and I was like, nothing else sounds good, so I'm literally in this chair, I'm listening, I'm going, it's not good, so I was like, we're gonna go live. You know, so we went live. And
Yeah.
that's why I was going live. I was just trying to keep myself awake just so I knew what was going on, you know. And then it's like the only way you can find out if this voice is going to last at least an hour, you know.
Right. So do you think that helped with your listing? Like, not because you were falling asleep, but let's say listing live versus just listing. Was there, you think it about the same amount of time either way, or?
Nah, it took longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing it just so we can list because we don't list online at all anymore, to be honest with you.
It helped. Okay. So it helped with the motivation of doing it because, you know, I could take my picture and I'm sitting over there, I'm doing it. But I think it's better if, like, if you and I were on a live, we're listening together because we can talk to each other, you know, and interact with the chat, you know.
Right.
And then I just don't know if it looks good at one person doing it because it's kind of, I'm like, they're literally watching me just for like probably 5 minutes type something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but again, maybe they're trying to figure out what I'm doing. So it was cool too, you know. And then I was showing what I was listening to. So that was a little bit different too. I don't know if anybody's ever said, all I know is they're like, oh yeah, got one done. Okay, what was you listening? You know?
Oh, I know. I see a lot of those where they're like, I've listed 8 things. And you're like, I haven't seen anything in your hands but your phone. Like, what do you?
Because you know, I still got it sitting where I had it. But, you know, I had it over here. I was taking the pictures and I was explaining. And I was telling people where to find the ears out on the Thomas the trains. So I think I was intriguing them, which was cool. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
But I was just doing it once, like I said, you know, I was making sure my voice was okay. And it was going in and out every once in a while, but it still does. But it's getting stronger. But it was a little bit different. It was like, it's just kind of, it's different. But then, so that would have been a better test if I would have had that microphone because I got that microphone Saturday morning.
Gotcha.
So, and then you was out garage sale because I was going to send you a StreamYard just to see how it sounded, right? But then I was like,
it would not have worked with my phone.
Right. So I yelled at Jen. I was like, are you asleep? She's like, oh, I'm trying, but your son's keeping me awake. You know, I was like, hey, click on this link. She's like, why? You know, it looks weird seeing a StreamYard link come through. I was like, I'm not live. I was on my test one, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want you to hear me. Can you hear me? So that's, again, I knew when I had the microphone too close because she's like, there's this high-pitched noise. What is that? I was like, oh, wait, I forgot to plug my headphones in. So when I plugged my headphones in, it went away because the microphone was trying to be the speaker and the headphones. So it was lagging. So then she couldn't hear me. So I had to move the microphone. So that's where I started placing it. But then when I bumped it during the live last night, that's when it was all bad. But then it's weird, is like you said, you never know what we have as resellers. I didn't know I had a microphone mount literally right behind me. I was like, what's going on, man?
Yep.
I was like, what is going on? Because I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to get on Amazon to buy a mount. She's like, we have one. I was like, no, we don't. Why would I have a microphone mount? She's like, we got one in the Amazon return stuff that because we used to buy off this lady who used to sell Amazon return stuff, but she'd only want like the women type of stuff.
Right.
So she'd give me all like the tools and like the aftermarket video games that we can't sell. So, but I could use it to test stuff with. So I was like, cool, but I did not realize we had that microphone stand. I was like, really? I was like, that was cool. I was like, man, that's $15 I just saved, right? So then that's why I was scared. I was like, well, I don't want to go into Gary's live and deal with the same crap, I was like, because that's just so frustrating when you're having trouble,
We would have made it work. Oh, look who's here.
Oh,
we were talking about you. We were. Something like this. Come on, focus for me.
Oh, there's Gary's hand.
There's the hand adding extra heat to the peppers. Yeah, so I hope you're ready, Bama. Sounds like a great thing to eat during the live. Oh, yeah, there's the picture of the Nintendo and stuff. It probably won't focus, but
no, I see it. Yeah, and that was already in that crate.
They're like, you can have the crate too. I was like, cool.
That's a great crate too, man.
But the coolest thing they had at the yard sale, we got 8 people. The coolest thing they had at the yard sale.
Yeah, the big old notchback.
Yep. He was all like trying to explain it to me like I wasn't a car guy. He's like, the engine's in the back. It's under the bottom. And then the front's open. And so it's like it has a frunk and a trunk. And I was like, I know.
And it's still a turd.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, she kept. I was trying to say no, we did it. She's like, oh yeah, we are. You know how you get those. I was like, as soon as I moved that shirt, I was like, you kidding me?
Yep. Oh, I do it too.
Oh, what's that? What? Wait, what?
Wait, what? How'd you mess up? It wasn't a mistake. I remember one time you got some bread from us and we watched your kid eat most of it on a live, but you were asking about a hot bread. So that picture was me getting the peppers all dried out and ready. Probably won't focus. So we can get one going your way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I know just the place for you to eat it in a couple of weeks on a Tuesday night, sometime around, I don't know, 5 o'clock my time.
Oh, man.
Yep. John had a baby blue one in the 70s in Germany.
Oh, jeez. Come on, man. Quit. Here we go. Hold on.
In the game, no, you had asked me somewhere. I think I still have it in a Instagram message. Hey, send me out the 6-pack and a hot bear too. But I didn't have any peppers at the time. We hadn't found any local to get. We found some local ones, so just trying to help you out, buddy. You got the dogs barking next door, and I got the guy starting his Firebird up outside.
No, friggin' the neighbor's Great Danes are going, man. I could hear him barking, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why is my Mel howling? Come on, man. Sheesh. I was like, I didn't do anything this time to make him bark. That was probably my color. No, I think you even said it on a birthday live, dude. That you was not scared of no hot bear because you probably ate hotter peppers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I remember that.
All good, Ed. All good, because we're actually past our hour spot.
Yeah.
You did say that. See, I don't know if it's supposed to have a question mark on the end or not. Send me a gram message. Get on there. Send me one.
I'll let everybody see mine. Whoop, is it glaring?
There you go.
There she is. Trying, it's glaring. There it is. That one's mine. My 71. Yeah, because you even was trying to figure out what those little peppers were.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Was that Anna's birthday or was that your birthday?
I don't remember.
Or was it both of them?
It may have been both, but he had a name for those peppers, like bird pepper or something like that.
Yeah.
It's all good, John.
We won't. We'll send it to Ella. It's okay.
Right. We'll send to next in line that won't do it. It's okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
you're showing yours off, and then I'm looking for newer pictures. We're actually got it down by the road.
Yeah, the Rampage. I got it. There it is.
Yep. Air filter up in there where the headlight's supposed to be. We don't need 4 headlights. No compressor.
That's why it's a convertible, John. My head sticks above it.
Yep, I got the sunroof popped open so my head clears.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. That's on our future channels. No,
that's it. That's it. We're still working out some details and garage space and snow.
Yeah, somebody asked me. I don't know if you were in there. They asked me to do a Annie Oakley vlog. I was like, I don't know if that would be good on a picker channel to bring in a vlog. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I did see that though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do one and I'll just put it on my personal one so she could see it. But I understand she's really far away from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know if that would do very well on a picker channel, but I don't know. Never know. Unless I was picking a Annie Oakley artifact or something somewhere, you know, would be different.
There you go.
But I would not want to pay for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and enter.
All right, everybody. I think we're going to call it at 1:15. Thank everybody for coming by tonight. You tell them what you got coming up, because we almost slipped out of here without saying anything was going on.
Yeah. Let's see. Tuesday and Thursday, I have my lunchtime chats. And then Thursday night, we doing an auction or are we or just close it later?
If I throw a thumbnail up in the next 24 hours,
okay,
we got one going.
Okay, no problem. So that might be going on, but then so next Saturday at 7 p.m. my channel, this show is going to go on because I don't think a lot of people would watch on Sunday with the Super Bowl going on. So we're going to do just one week only. We're going to do it that Saturday at 7 Eastern. So Sunday we'll have also. Gary, if you want to throw Whatnot up on, man.
Nobody will be on though. Well, hey, it might be a good idea because they might all be drunk from Super Bowl.
They'll be on. They'll be on because I'll let you know, Christmas. Oh man, they were tearing it up on Christmas. No joke. So just I mean I don't think gamers really care about football, so it'd be okay.
Unless they're Madden fans or something like that, maybe.
Never know. And then as far as I know, Saturday at yeah, pretty much right after that show, I'll be back on with Ed and Adam if I didn't get fired. I'm joking. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got going on.
Heck yeah. We got Anna's show tomorrow on her channel since we got her holding over 50 on AKA Bread Co. She'll be doing an auction with Dawn from Dawn's channel, and a special guest will be coming on too. So it's going to be crazy. Better be sitting down for that. John, we'll see you. Thank you for coming by.
See you, John. Appreciate you, man.
This Tuesday will be the last time out for Tuesday with just me. I'm going to start bringing people on, actually talking to them about other stuff, because like you said, with the whole trying to list, it would be better to have a second person.
Yeah.
Especially with, by that time, I'm usually so wound up with everything else going on that I realize I'm going to take my time. It's going to take some time to get through this. And the next thing I know, I'm done in 20 minutes. And like, I feel like I'm letting everybody down. So we're going to have other people come on to talk to about whatever they want to talk about.
Absolutely.
As long as it's not Star Wars. No, it don't matter. If that's what you want to talk about, by all means, bring the Star Wars.
What about these kind of toys? Are they okay? Masters of the Universe? No.
Like Masters of the Gooniverse. And we dropped 3 people. So I was just joking.
I'm joking. Yeah. We're kidding. We're kidding.
Wednesday, we're going to do a live behind the scenes whatnot again and rock a whatnot probably at 5. And then Thursday, just keep an eye out for a thumbnail and we'll see what we're doing. If we're going to do one this week or hold off and try to get caught up on everything. Getting tired just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. And yeah, that's where we're at for the week.
Yep. Busy, man.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Call her down.
Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Remember, if you ain't first, you're last. Oh, I pointed the wrong way. There it is. Later.